Yeah. So what I always talk to people about with the breed fulfillment is I speak to a lot of people and they don't know either what breed their dog is or they don't understand what that dog was made to do. And yes, over the years, we've obviously, we've have dogs that live in houses now, we've domesticated them. If you can harness their natural style of fulfillment, so for example, we was talking earlier, these, look, following the nose all the time. The more you can harness what they like, and some dogs will love fly ball, some will love scent work, some will love agility. So there's lots of different things you can look at to find what makes your dog the happiest. He wouldn't have any interest in fly ball or agility, as you could probably tell. So for him, I think he could be quite good at agility, or he'd probably be less on the scent work, I reckon, just because I don't think he can focus that much. But you also need to look at, whilst we look at the breed fulfillments, we look at their energy styles as well. So we're going to try scent work with Zool in a few weeks, and he will have a sniff around, but because he's got all this energy and he's quite bouncy.
All the time. 1 hour, got a play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So fly ball.
He wants attention 24 hours.
Yeah.
Going, he follows.
Yeah.
He wants to be alone. It's very hard.
This is what we were just, but this is what we're saying, because if there is ever a time when you need to leave him, he's going to find that very difficult. Yes.
The group walking, the pet seat, something sudden happening, letting him a bit alone. 2 hours at home.
Yeah.
I control myself.
Yes.
Because I want to stay with him all the time.
Yeah.
Now, go to work, go to the gym, go to do
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, you've got to live your life as well. But it's good for them as well, because they, as much as we sometimes need our own space, they can as well. They don't want us in their face 24/7. But it's good for them to learn, and it does, you can do it slowly but surely. So, building up the time that they're left alone, because it could start with 20 seconds. Yeah, good. Yeah. No, but I do some, if you're looking at heel work, try a bit in the garden, and then the better he's getting at it, then try it in low distraction areas. So if you took him to pick a quieter time, so maybe as it's just before it's getting dark, so maybe about 4 o'clock on, say, like a Saturday or a Sunday, if you take him to a little park, most dogs have already been walked by then, and he might have been as well, this might be a second walk, but take him to a low distraction area that's quiet and practice it that way, and then build it up. So obviously what he's doing now, he's already got the distractions of the smells of the room, the lights, there's things that they can hear, cars passing by, what we're doing, the smell of everyone else's treats as well as their own. Yeah. So as I was saying with him, so with Louis, so fly ball is essentially where they've got like a machine here, and they launch a ball out, the dog chases it, they catch it, and they come back to kind of break it down into layman's terms. And then the agility is obviously can be going through hoops, it can be going through tunnels, things like that. Because he's quite high energy, I think he would prefer stuff like that. But we are, in the coming weeks, once we've started to perfect some of the basics, we're then going to do a bit of scent work, because what the plan will be is we'll all be outside of here. I'll set up a little scent work course, and then we'll let the dog in, and then we're going to teach them the command to find food, which is just find it. Quite simple, you can start doing it at home as well. But it's a great way, again, to engage the brain, because it's all well and good taking your dog out, 2, 3, 4 walks a day, but it's engaging, that's the physical exercise. But don't get me wrong, the walks are also mental as well, because it's sniffing, and that's great for them. So we're not saying don't walk your dog, but there's a lot of other things you can do. And especially look at yesterday's weather, horrific. Storms all day, right? Yeah. Most dogs don't like it when it's that severe and it's a full-on storm. It's a funny little noise, isn't it? But there's things then... There's things then that you can do to fulfil them at home if there is the odd day, or, you're poorly or something's happening. Well, they're probably happening now as well. They get a bit bored with doing nothing. That's it. Just be careful when you're picking him up when he's barking. I would try and just keep him on the floor as much as you can. So we said reinforcement can be touch, voice, treats, toys, etc. Potentially. But also, what's your reasoning for picking him up when he does that?
Just because it quiets him down.
Okay, but what happens when he's fully grown for the rest of his life? Every time you want him to quiet down, you're going to pick him up?
I mean, he used to bark continually when I fed him and bounce. Now he'll sit and wait and don't say a word. It's really good. But I'm not in this situation enough really to keep.
Yeah, that's it.
Good boy.
There we go. So what we want to try and do a bit of is start teaching a bit of recall. So obviously if you've got your leads and stuff. So what we kind of want to do, come here. Good boy. And we're just going to start with the very basics, like the introductions to recall. So it's not going to be, after today, you have your dog off lead, you whistle and they fly over or anything like that. So we're going to show you the basics and the introductions. So again, like you had your word for heel. So mine with him is stay here. For when you've got a word for heel, you want one for them to come back to you as well. So whether it's come or here, you can use a whistle, you can use a ball and stuff as well as a reward, but we'll go through that after. But choose a command that means you want your dog to come back to you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get them to stop and wait. I think you're both going to find this difficult. Let me see if right, wait. Wait. He's like, what's she doing filming me? So all we're going to do is get to the end of their lead, get them to stay there, and then, Leo, come on then. Okay. And that's it. That's all we're going to do just to start with. It's just the introductions because we're only on week 2 of teaching recall. So I'll show you again. Wait. Did you hear as well when I told him a command, my tone of voice is completely different because it's not a question. I'm telling you what you need to do. So I've told him to wait there. And you can build this up as well. Come on then, good boy. And then you would give them a treat or a fuss. So it doesn't always need, what we don't want to happen is we don't want the dog to only ever come back if you've got food. So we'd start the first couple of times, dog hair in my mouth, start the first couple of times, giving them a treat, and then go down to a treat, then a fuss the next time, then a treat, then a fuss. Then it could be you do a treat once, you do a fuss twice. Just because, like I say, we don't want them, if you're ever out, we don't want to start by teaching them that I only go back to mum if she's got a treat. You ain't got a treat. Bye, I'm off. But again, the focus on the owner and all the bits that we're going to, teach over the next few weeks, that all again leads into things like recall, because recall can be very difficult, especially if you don't have that relationship with your dog, because you need to be more exciting than what they're smelling over there or that dog that's over there. They're going to find everything else. If your dog can see a rabbit over there and you're half a mile up that way going, come back to me. They're not interested. So that's why, again, it all feeds into, everything feeds into each other. So yeah, start doing that. And then, what's he eating? That's it, you're going to do it as well? That's it, get his attention on you. So a bit of, change your tones as well. So watch again. So we'll go, wait. So listen. Yeah, you need to change your tone. So when I'm telling him something, I'm telling him to wait, I go, wait. Like frown as you're doing it. That might help you. And just, so wait, I'm telling you. And then, come on then, good boy. So if you imagine it's like a frown versus a big smile. That's it. Try a little bit stronger with the weight. That's it. Get his attention. There we go. That's it. This way. That's it. This is why I'm doing it. A bit of distraction. This way. We'll just stay a little bit closer. There we go. Look. Yeah, then do a bit of a fuss, because like I say, we don't want them to just rely, I only go back when there's food, because you get caught out somewhere outside.
Yeah. Right, come in. Oh, they've got to, oh, you've got it.
So you know, again now, you could use the leave it